Hello guys, I just want to make a quick video on how to access free Code Camp curriculum for this course. I see a lot of people are going to the wrong curriculum and doing all these extra things that you don't need to do for the project and then submitting incorrect URLs. So I'm going to go over this so that way we all know exactly where to go. So here I have the course pulled up. You just go to course content here, and then where it says start course information, just click this drop down, okay? Where it says free Code Camp curriculum, that's where you're gonna go. Okay, this is where we're going to be doing it. The responsive web design certification is where we're going to be doing all the projects. The link is literally right here. So I'm going to click this link. It takes you to free Code Camp. If you haven't created an account, you're going to create your account. I'm already logged in mine. So just make sure you're logged in. You're going to go to curriculum, and it's going to be this one here. Okay, so when you go to Blackboard and you see responsive web design certification, that's the one you're going to be doing your projects in, which is this one here. A lot of people are going to the HTML one. That's not the right one. That's going to have extra stuff that you don't need for your homework in this course. You can do it, but people are doing it and submitting the wrong thing. So go to web design, responsive web design. Click on that. This is where your courses are that we're going to be using for this class. So for module 1, you're going to be doing these. These are the labs. You will not be submitting these labs, okay? You're going to be doing these labs, which they're pretty much just like practice for the project. So again, we're going to go here. You can see that there's only 5 projects. There's only 5 items that you're going to be submitting for the whole class. The first one is survey form submission link. So for example, project 1, it's this here. These you will not be submitting. You have to complete these for practice for the class and to get your certification at the end. But the only thing you will be submitting are the projects. So let's open this one down here. These are the labs, tribute page certification project, which is literally this right here. Okay. The next one, these are the 3 labs, technical documentation page. Literally this. So you guys just make sure you're submitting the right thing. Where it says project right here, that's what you're going to be submitting. A couple people have submitted these labs, and if you guys want to get full credit and pass, please do not submit the URL to these labs. You're going to submit the survey form. So I'm going to go into it and show you guys. I have an index and a styles CSS file. So my index, it's going to look like this on my HTML stuff. And then it connects to my style CSS file, which is this right here. Okay, this is my style sheet. And then this is what it looks like. Let me see if I can just check that out. Here we go. Okay, so this is what my form looks like. Once you have completed all and you've run your tests, so when you have everything in your index HTML, okay, and everything in your CSS, by the way, please name your HTML index HTML. Don't name it anything else, just for the sake of these courses, because in the labs and in the projects, when you end up submitting your files into W3 schools in your W3 school space, it looks for a file called index.html. It looks for this specific name. So some people are naming their HTML files like project one HTML or something like that, or just coming up with some name. But when they get the URL and then they submit the URL in Blackboard for a grade, it comes up as blank. It's because W3 Schools looks for a file called HTML. So if you have it under W3 Schools looks for index.html. So if it's called anything other than that, a lot of times W3 Schools will be confused. It won't know what to look for because there's no index.html. So please be mindful of what you're naming your files. Anyways, so once you have everything and you run your test, this is where you run it here, and it shows that you finished everything. We're going to follow the YouTube tutorial that I have on this channel on how to get your W3 Schools URL. I'm just going to go to my W3 Schools account. Spaces. Okay, this is where I have my space already. I'm just gonna go into it to show you. I have one index.html, which literally I just copy and paste. I literally just did that, copy, and just pasted it into the index.html file that W3 Schools already had for this space. So literally just copy and paste it. You don't have to create like a new folder and make it the HTML just for this because it already has it. Just, I saw someone else create their index.html file and name it something random, and then they had two HTML files. So you literally just need one, and then you need your style CSS folder, which literally same thing. You just copy this whole thing, like the whole thing, and then paste it in there. Okay, so you should only have one HTML and one CSS. And then double check that, it's linked correctly here. So that way, when it shows your form, all the like styles that you created work. Okay, so here is where a lot of people, I feel like, get confused. Just because you see this here doesn't mean that when you copy and paste this URL, it's gonna show up. So let me see if I can try. I'm gonna open Safari. I'm in Google Chrome right now, but I'm gonna open Safari and try to show you guys what I see when you guys do this. Okay, so I just opened up Safari. I'm gonna copy and paste this. This is what you're not supposed to do, okay? Do not just go right into your browser and copy, because you might be logged in to W3 Schools on your computer. So then when you copy and paste this URL, of course it's gonna just take you, here because you're already logged into your computer. So of course it's gonna show your project for you. But when anybody else logs into your account, when anybody else clicks that link, if you just do it that way, this is what shows up for us. Anybody who's not logged into your account, this is literally what shows up. So we can't see what you can see. So that's why when you go back to your space, this is what you should see. You have to click share, and then it copies the URL. Let's paste it somewhere else. Okay. There we go. So this is what you should see. If you can test it this way. If you open up a random browser and click share and get your URL and paste it somewhere else, you should see your survey form. Okay. What else did people have? Oh, okay. Also, I want to mention that, let's go to project one. Okay, so if you look under project one instructions when you go to submit your link, please read the instructions, guys. Please read the instructions. It says provide the URL and write specific feedback. So, oops.
And write specific feedback.
So please do that. Please write your feedback, okay? A lot of people are just submitting their URL and not their feedback, and you're going to end up getting an incomplete grade because you didn't read all the instructions. So just make sure you give your URL, and then underneath you could just write a couple sentences or a paragraph about what you learned and the challenges you faced while doing it. But if you forget to do that and you just submit your URL, it's gonna be incomplete. It's an incomplete submission. Okay, so that's all for this video. If you guys have any more questions, you can email me, but please just make sure you read all the instructions and double check your code and double check your file names, because simple mistakes like that is what's gonna cost you your grade, and they're like super easy things to look over. So I completely understand, like, if you guys are new to this, and you just happen to miss a step, it's understandable, but just for future reference, please make sure you double check everything before submitting, because I want you guys to get a complete grade. So good luck, everyone. Thank you.